We can't see ourselves.
Good afternoon, everybody. We are here with a League of Legends game. We are UNC Chapel Hill versus University of Florida Blue. I am It's Only Someone, and I'm joined by my co-host here today.
Arya Kode. And we're looking forward to a great game here.
Does production know how, like, the standings of both teams? I want to say UNC's 1-1. Huh?
We're 0-2.
We are 0-2. And we are unsure of UF Blue. UF Blue is off the bat banning Seraphine, Xinjiao, and Twitch. Twitch has been a menace lately.
Yeah.
I'm not liking him in
I've
my
experienced
games.
it myself.
It's not fun.
These are interesting bans from the UNC side. I wonder if...
Senna, Darius, Blitzcrank. I mean, Blitzcrank is just annoying. Senna's doing pretty decent right now.
The Blitzcrank and Senna I understand, but Darius feels so sluggish, especially depending on the enemy team comp.
Mm-hmm.
Mid to late game, you just lose all ability to fight.
Yeah. Yeah. He does have a very strong snowball potential, though. If he gets an early lead, then it's kind of game over sometimes. UF Blue is going to be locking in Aatrox for their first pick. You kind of hate to see it if you're a UNC fan because our top laner loves his Aatrox.
Yeah. And Aatrox has been oppressive in top lane, honestly, for like the last few seasons.
Oh, yeah,
like,
and especially with this season now.
Never goes away.
Yep, and with the new items, Sundered Sky is very fun on Aatrox. Gives him a lot of healing in the start of a battle. Works with his passive too.
Yeah, Sundered Sky right now is one of those items that has become a complete requisite for so many, not even frontline bruisers necessarily, just people who auto at this point. I was in an ARAM recently, 5 people, Sundered Skies. The skies were sundered.
I mean, like it's a good item, and like they're trying to push it away from being more about just auto attackers, trying to push it more towards tanks.
Yeah.
They reduced its AD a little bit, they buffed its health, but even then, like we're still seeing a lot of just straight AD champs building it. Are we having a problem with the draft pick?
They
Okay. All right, so there is a chance that this may be an FF tonight, as UF Blue are still missing 2 of their players, so we can't really go forward with the draft, and our team just called them out on it.
We will see how this situation progresses.
This is very interesting.
Yeah. Would they wouldn't FF the entire match, right? I mean, really? Wow. They wouldn't like
If they can't can't get people, then yeah, the whole match is FF.
Man.
It doesn't happen too often. I know we were supposed to have an Overwatch match the other day, and the enemy team FF'd, I believe, because they couldn't get a person or 2. This is why you have backups, people.
Yeah. I mean, also, I'm assuming all, if not most of these players are active students.
Yeah.
And
They have stuff going on.
life is...
I know I have a paper that I've been procrastinating on that's due tonight. Woo!
Go Heels. At 4:15. Wow.
All right, so
Okay.
it looks like they're calling the FF, people. You hate to see it. We're not entirely certain.
We'll
We're
give
still
it a few.
waiting. Yeah, we'll give it a few. Technically, it should be FF at this point. They're 15 minutes late, I want to say. That's the cutoff, or is it 10 minutes? Either way, we've reached that point.
Yeah.
Sometimes we'll be understanding and like give them an extra 5-10 minutes. But if it's really egregious, then we'll just be like, hey, these are the rules are the rules. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Okay.
again, talking
Yeah.
with production, in normal NACE rules, showing up 15 minutes late is not a
Automatic FF.
it's not an automatic FF. It's more of just you lose a ban, you lose something. but in the collegiate League of Legends, in our level, it's just kind of an FF. So
I find that interesting in the like professional compared to the college because I feel like the professionals have less of a reason to not be there.
Yeah,
Like,
which I mean, to be fair, like they have less of a reason to be there, but I also feel like that means that like if they're late, there's something like seriously going on.
yeah,
So like
it's
that's how
not
I kind of
heavily
see it.
penalized.
Yeah,
that's-
it's like
maybe that's a good
it's like
observation.
it's more likely like in the collegiate level, it's like there's not much at stake, or like if you miss it, it's like you had homework or whatever. But like at that level where it's your job to play,
Yeah.
that's like
Plus, honestly,
stuck
like,
on a plane or like something that's like out of your control.
and at that point, it's very monetary. That one ban actually translates to lost dollars potentially
Oh,
for
yeah.
these players.
For
teams.
us, it's just like
Hey, how's your ranking?
yeah, it's like well, dang, that sucks.
But I mean, I was looking forward to a game today.
Yeah, I
So
was
it
too. I was looking forward to something to do, but we'll see what happens. Are we gonna have a CS:GO box opening
Okay.
stream? Oh wait, we're
Honestly,
gonna have a
wait, yeah.
Minecraft parkour.
Can we comment your? Just let us comment on anything.
Please, I'm bored, man. I'm bored.
Oh,
Oh. Hey.
hey, parkour.
Parkour. Ooh.
Now, the shader's kind of nice.
It is
Yeah,
kind
the
of
water's
nice.
Pretty.
I gotta update my shaders. I haven't updated them in a couple months. It's an FF. It's officially an FF, and they're missing one person.
One?
That's what it looked like.
That's gonna hurt. Do college rosters not have backups?
Yeah, typically they don't. I believe ours does. I want to say we have 2 backups. I know Podsalem, who is our support, is technically a backup. I want to say.
Because the main support I think went. Yeah,
That's what
why,
it is.
that's why.
Okay. I thought he was a backup on the roster. Either way, I do want to say that we have backup players. I'm not entirely certain though. Oh, so we used
We
to.
don't. Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe that's something we want to look into
Alan
for
leaves such a
security's
big
sake.
hole. What to do?
Jump.
No.
So how's the semester been for you?
I'm not a student here.
Oh, you're not a student here?
How
Sick.
about you?
I thought you were a student here.
I'm
It's
alumni.
Gotcha. I'm. It's going all right. What'd you study here?
Econ math.
Econ math,
Yeah.
political science.
Ah, nice.
I'm doing Econ 101 now. I'm not a fan. I don't like it. This is why I stopped doing math
worry.
classes.
Yeah, I mean, it's fair. But Econ 101 is less math, more learning to read the
It
language
is.
of economists.
It is. And like with the math, like it's once you figure it out, it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
It's very formulaic, but like you said, figuring out the language, it's very bizarre sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes, especially when we were talking about like MRS's marginal rates of substitution, but that's like
Yeah.
4 or 10. They like have a wording that intuitively means the opposite. Like if you are a native English speaker,
Yeah.
like
It
why
doesn't-
would you say it this way? And
Right.
yet it's just standard. So we
Yeah,
have to
it's like
learn this.
it's very bizarre. That's what the professor was saying is like a lot of the stuff that he teaches. It's like it makes zero sense. So like everyone puts this number as a positive when in actuality it's always a negative.
Yeah.
It's very weird.
Yeah, it also gives me a strange sense of hope, though. I mean, if all of these people can create these ridiculous ideas and go marginally far with them,
Yeah.
we have a whole world in front of us to create.
Yeah. Like in Minecraft, where you can
Right?
create a whole world.
Let me tell you guys, it is Minecraft season. Call up your boys, call up anybody, and make your servers. I mean, There's nothing better than
Yeah.
at least 1 or 2 months, maybe a modded
Yeah.
server.
My friends and I just started a modded Skyblock
Yeah.
server.
Oh, I love Skyblock. We just started literally today. Before I was here, I was playing a modded Pixelmon server with like
Ooh.
5 of my best high school
Sick.
friends, and we were geeking out like it was the first time we'd ever played Pokemon.
Awesome. So I feel like this has just turned into like a weird like podcast type thing.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on anymore.
Honestly, I don't mind.
I don't mind just kind of vibing. I mean, what else are we gonna do with this nice broadcast studio?
Honestly, true. You know what we should do? Broadcast D&D.
We should totally do.
Have
should.
you watched D20? Or there's a few. There's
Yeah,
an action
I've
roll
watched
in
a little
D20.
bit of like I've watched a little bit of D20. I've mostly watched a little bit of Critical Role.
Oh yeah, Critical Role. That's what it's called.
But yeah, we should totally look into doing like more like non-esports stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
because Carolina gaming is such a diverse.
yeah, there's so
group,
many different
like,
people.
and it covers the entire student body. So
Yeah.
we
Like
try and
maybe even
represent
like
that.
maybe explore like looking at doing like single player games or something, you know?
that would be really
Like-
cool.
like-
Having a Carolina almost like a streamer
Yeah,
program.
yeah, that'd be interesting. So like I've been doing all of the Remedy, the game developer. They did Alan Wake Control.
Yeah.
I've been going through and playing all of their games in order,
Oh, that's super.
aside from the Max Payne because those are stupidly old. But like I was thinking like it'd be cool just like as the esports broadcaster like. Let's just play Alan Wake too. Like play new games is like to promote the Carolina
Yeah.
esports scene. You know.
Plus,
like,
it would really help with like the Twitch outreach. So like
Yeah.
the more that Twitch channel grows, the more people end up coming and watching and
Mhm.
supporting the actual esports branch. So
Yeah.
like it's just
and
free
letting
publicity.
and letting us do that lets us do like set up bigger like tournaments. Like we do some in-house tournaments every once in a while. Except it's hard to do that because we're all poor college students who don't have money.
Yeah. Always potential.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, we have D&D stuff, we have Pokemon, we have strategy games, we have TCG.
you know what I need? I need Sawamura Sensei to do a playthrough of the Yakuza series.
Yes.
From games.
Yes.
Literally from Yakuza 0 through like a dragon.
I've
I want
been-
all of them, and I want Sawamura Sensei on that. I mean, I think it would be the funniest.
I've been watching a friend of mine play Infinite Wealth.
Oh.
It's so bizarre, but I love it. It's really making me consider going and picking up Like a Dragon because it's so bizarre, but it looks so good.
So good. Have you tried 0?
I've not
Okay, you need to look into 0. The gameplay loop is very different.
because I know
After 5, they transitioned into more of a turn-based
Yeah.
RPG. But before, it was a brawler RPG.
Yeah.
And the brawling part is cool and fun in 0 because you're.
Isn't it all like dance moves?
There is one character, and one of his fighting styles out of the 3 he has is dance, or 4 he has is dance.
That's what it was.
Which breaker style is the best fighting style of any game ever. I swear to God, if they put that in like Mortal Kombat,
Easy dubs.
easy main. But you're fighting and you're doing all this stuff in the heyday of Japan, like
Yeah.
a pure boom period. So when you beat up the enemies, money comes flying out. It's literally like you punch somebody and it's a cloud.
It's
of
like
money.
Sonic, and like the Sonic
Yeah,
rings
it's
explode.
literally the rings, but like with cash. It's just clouds of
It's
cash.
awesome.
Yeah, there's a Mr. Shakedown that like if you run into, he just beats your ass, takes your money. I mean, I'm telling you, 0 is a phenomenally comedic game with also a heart-wrenching, beautiful story
Yeah,
behind it.
I've noticed that like it's especially being like an Asian developer who Asia has a lot of issues like dealing with diversity. Like they have especially with like with in terms of like race or like gender identity. The Yakuza has been very surprisingly progressive in that regard.
Yeah.
They've been very like accepting of like trans people. They've been very like accepting of like people of color. It's very interesting to me that that developer has been able to address it so well in that environment.
Yeah, because I mean, even I've been there, right? It's not so much so that like they are aggressively
Yeah. It's more
against diversity, it's actually just exposure. I mean,
Yeah.
there are so few people that are not of the same exact kind of background that once they get exposure,
it's all right.
Yeah, it's all right. But that first exposure is really what people mostly see when they're judging that. Yeah.
Which even then still, Yakuza just addresses it very very well.
Yeah. Yeah, we're still Minecraft parkouring, by the way.
I don't know what we're doing anymore because we don't have a league match, I don't think, or unless they're wanting to play one just for
and our
giggles.
producers are not shutting us down.
Yeah, our producers are just letting us go. They're still in the lobby apparently.
Okay, so maybe we get a league game.
Maybe.
Lest?
Please.
No. Lest.
Please give me a league game to watch.
Honestly, bro.
I've been playing too much Earth.
I drove
My
30
brain
minutes
is melted.
That's funny. Who's your favorite champion on Earth? I have a very contentious relationship with that game mode, but
So in normal league, I play only like 2 champs. I just play Kane and Viego. And so when I went to Earth, I was like, oh, I'll just play Kane because it'd be funny. Kane is kind of a sleeper pick. Like he kind of pops off a little bit. If you have a good team and a lot of CC, his Q is so much mobility, so much damage, so much AoE, and you get your form so fast.
Yeah.
It's kind of gross.
I feel like the Q basically just becomes another auto attack.
It is.
Like it's almost faster than your autos.
It's like
so you're just Q.
It's like a 2-second cooldown.
QW.
It's like a 2-second cooldown. So on like if I go blue Kane, it's like I'm legit just Q.
Because blue Kane is interesting, but I honestly would explore red Kane with that because the amount of sustain you would have.
Yeah, I have. I've played it
with the current items.
Yeah, I've played it a couple times. The problem is that red Kane in general is not in a very good place right now.
Okay.
Especially after the new season, he was entirely balanced based around Gore Drinker. Because Gore Drinker was too good of an item no matter what they did. It was just too good. And so instead of nerfing Gore Drinker more, they were like, well, we got to nerf Red Kane. And so they got rid of Gore Drinker, and they've never reverted any of the Red Kane nerfs.
Riot really has this problem where they like forget that items really affect individual champions more than others.
So it was like, and the other problem is like if you look at Kane's win rate, it's like 50-51%, except all of that is from blue Kane. It's like it's just that blue Kane is so strong and red Kane is so weak that it just averages out. Wow. So it's like people aren't catching on that red Kane is just not good.
Well, yeah, people have been in the red Kane, jive for seasons now.
Yeah.
That's actually really interesting because I don't see a lot of Kanes in my games anymore, and I mean I haven't been running him, so that's good to know.
Yeah. Tank Rost is just not good. It's like all of the red Kane builds. It's just like you rush. It's like I want to say you rush Profane Hydra, and then you build Eclipse, and then you do Black Cleaver, and then you do like 2 more tank items, and then you end on another lethality or something like that. It's bizarre.
It looks like we might be back.
Oh, are we gonna get a match? Oh,
one match.
Come on. Give me some entertainment, please. Sorry? Oh, God. They're arguing over the rules. They're having a discourse.
Are discoursing. Who would have
thought?
thought?
God, we're having rule lawyers.
Who would have thought?
D&D rules lawyers, no.
Hey, those are the best sessions. If you've never destroyed the world by accidentally summoning elder gods because your rule lawyers made your DM pissed off too much, you haven't played the game right,
So good. Those are really the best sessions. Or I've had a session where someone dropped a 1 foot by 1 foot mountain on someone's head. So it was just a giant pillar fell out of the sky and crushed someone.
That's infinite damage, bro.
Yeah, it's just infinite damage.
Yeah. There was a really good one we did where we were fighting this prisoner, and he was basically immortal.
Mhm.
But the only thing that hurt him were the things that were keeping him locked in the prison. So
Uh-huh.
like we had to like use his chains and use the prison walls to bash his head in.
Jesus Christ.
Cause like nothing, like none of our attacks would hit. Everything
Uh-huh.
got deflected. He was immune to everything except for the prison.
I mean, what works works. Do we got a match? Yeah. So what what was the argument about with the rules? Do we know?
Just FF.
We don't know. Is this? Do we know if this is playing for fun or is it playing?
It seems to be real.
Really?
Oh, really? They're a whole like 30 minutes
Yeah.
late. Good God.
Is it
Or
4:45?
20 or sorry,
Yeah,
like 20
15,
minutes.
20 is bad still.
Very
Are
odd.
they at least gonna lose a ban?
They better.
Oh, we're up 1-0.
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So that's what I was thinking would happen is like they would forfeit one game,
Oh,
get
yeah,
a
okay.
15-minute buffer, and then
Yeah,
try and
so
come
yeah.
back. Yeah.
If you guys didn't hear, we are 1-0 now. They just basically forfeited the first game, not the whole match. So we will see what happens. UF Blue banning Zinshao, Milio, and Seraphine, and UNC
Very
banning
good bans. by the
Senna,
way.
Blitzcrank, and probably going to be a Darius. Seraphine's kind of nasty right now.
Yeah, support in general, always a nasty role, nasty champions, but Seraphine, very, very nice. Yeah, I think the space it creates in lane
Mhm.
is so helpful while
Yeah.
you're a bot laner.
And I feel like support this season is just stronger in general.
Yeah.
In the past, it was like support never really felt effective, but now they get so much more gold, and their support item actually does stuff now.
Literally, the change in the support item, and then, yeah, you can literally buy things that, like, expand your support
Yes.
item past just wards.
It's just
It's so beautiful. I mean, it's really what that role needed
it is.
to transcend just being, like, Noob City,
Which
it is. Like,
Yeah.
support is a role where we've seen people run, like, through Diamond.
Smoter pick.
I think, wait, is this the first one? Because
I
they didn't
wanna
have
say,
access
yeah.
last year.
Smoter, he's really strong in the right hands. If he gets,
I agree, bro.
especially
I'm not
in
gonna
high
lie,
elo,
that snotty little dragon is my nemesis right
He's-
now.
he's horrible.
He
I
keeps
hate him.
sneezing onto me, and it's really disrespectful, in fact.
because like in like lower elos, like where I'm at, I'm a gold player. It's like people aren't CSing very fast.
Yeah.
It's like people are not good at CSing. I'm not good at CSing, and I'm a jungle main. But like
What?
ADCs. I am nowhere near the optimal
I'm
10
good at
CS a
CSing.
minute.
I'm a jungle maid. That was good.
Oh. But yeah, like the ADCs aren't like the best at CSing early on. So you put them in a pro play environment where they're getting that 10 CS a minute, like that's nasty.
Yeah, because those, I mean, a stacking character needs them stacks.
A stacking ADC character.
I also think pro play has a lot more sustained engage, if that makes sense.
It does
like,
make sense.
Both sides are fighting, but it's not just one steamroll and then like one side loses the game for the entire
Yeah.
time. They're like continuously trading until they're both at minuscule health bars,
Yeah.
and then something flips.
Yeah.
But in that kind of scenario, Smolder's getting his Q off 3-4 times. He's getting his W off 2-3 times
just building
on
up
both of
stacks.
these champions, and that's
Yeah.
like an easy 8 to 10 stacks every trade.
Yeah, it's very like you said in lower elos. It's very much like there's one big fight and then it's over,
Exactly.
or like there's one big trade and then someone's backing. But like in this, it's like like you said, it's over the span of like 5 minutes. You have a fight of poke, 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 poke. We have a Briar from UNC Chapel Hill. I've not seen Briar in high elo play. I'm very interested to see how that goes. They're now going to ban an Acel. Now we wait for Blue to ban. Going to ban a Jarvan. Final ban from UNC. I can barely see the portrait.
I really like this Briar Maokai pick.
Oh, yeah.
Very good. I mean, good CC, but the Briar has amazing engage
Yeah.
into things like Jhin. Jhin has no mobility to get away once
Yeah.
she's on him.
Keeping the Zyra away might be a bit of a problem because she has such good CC. A lot of poke. She's going to be trying to probably poke out that Smolder as much as she can, keep him away, keep him from getting stacks. UNC's going to ban Azir for their final ban. UF Blue's going to ban Nocturne, who's been nasty this season. That
and this is
instant
a
Hui
mid-Hui.
lock-in.
The last time we saw this Hui, it was kind of nasty.
Yeah?
It inted a little, but it was kind of nasty for most of the game.
Yeah. They 3 of the champs they picked are the 3 most recent champs they've added to the game,
Oh
which
my
really
God.
says something.
Yeah. Right, overtune moment.
Just a little bit. UF Blue gonna be picking up that Karma, probably a Karma mid, which I'm interested to see how it does, especially after she just got a nerf. Her Q way too nasty. So
Yeah.
much burst for a support.
Warwick jungle.
Oh wait,
Or
Graves. All right, yeah, they're gonna lock in the Graves.
Pretty
UNC, we're
standard
looking-
drafts, though, so far. I mean, other than maybe the Karma mid.
Yeah.
And Ivern.
Is it a Briar top? I think it's a Briar
Yeah,
top.
it has to be. Or, yeah, it has to be. Yeah, the way they're scrolling, it looks like.
That'll be interesting. I like a Briar jungle makes sense in high tier play, but I'm curious about in
Briar
top
top.
lane.
I wonder how the trade pattern with an Aatrox works, because that champion is really oppressive in lane.
Aatrox?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a Briar, I mean, at least I've only really seen her in jungle, so I
Mhm.
don't know how. her
Yeah, I
trade
don't.
pattern
Yeah, I don't know how she'd
effectively
behave in
works.
top lane.
I understand she does have built-in heal, like, because going against an Aatrox without heal,
Yeah.
you're done.
yeah,
But we'll see how it turns out.
yeah.
What do you
It-
think's gonna be the real crux of this game, or where do you think the breaking points for both teams are?
I think for UF Blue, their breaking point would be if they let Smolder farm too much. If they let him farm too much, he's just gonna take out their Aatrox at the start of the match or at the start of a fight, or just melt down Graves with that true damage.
Yeah. And he doesn't even need to do that alone. Technically, his burn and elder
Yeah.
thing lasts till the burn ends.
Yeah.
So like he just needs to hit them once and the team pops.
Yeah, it's like I think that's gonna be their big thing, or letting the Hui get too strong. He's got so much utility. He can do tons of damage. He has stupid
And-
amounts of CC.
It's in the hands of one of the best mid laners, like
Oh, yeah.
in NA.
Yeah, so I'm very curious. Yeah, it'll be very much like if Smolder or Hui get out of hand. For UNC, it'll probably be if somehow Jin gets like stupidly fed, just because he just has so much burst. But
Yeah.
really, I think it's gonna be the Aatrox.
I could see, yeah, the Aatrox creates a constant threat, especially when they get fed. They'll just start running down the side lane, and then you're losing base before you know it.
Yeah.
And you need 2 people, sometimes 3 people, to manage that, especially if he's ahead. So you lose every objective on the map and cry.
Yep. And like even then, like if he's not doing that, if he's participating in team fights, he heals his entire health bar in a Q.
Yeah.
It's like, so it's very. I feel like UF Blue has more to watch out for, in terms of like what might break them, but at the same time, like UNC, like if they don't pay attention to Aatrox, like if they let up even for a minute, it might be game over for them.
I could see that, yeah. I'm honestly, I'm seeing more concern. Well, not more, but like, I'm beginning to be more concerned about like the potential the Zyra holds, because
Oh yeah.
Once you're in those team fights and everybody's dropped everything, she's still just sitting there with plants doing damage.
She's been really nasty this season, especially with Malignants.
Oh man, and the malignants on ults like hers are so painful because they just they're everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean it's like
Yeah,
10
you're stuck.
malignancies.
Yeah, it's so like Malignants will be nasty. Storm Surge maybe. Again, like
But I've heard like at least from a lot of my mage playing
Mm-hmm.
friends, Storm Surge is not something they like to rush, even
Yeah.
within their first 3.
Yeah, at the start of the season, it very much was just because it had such
Did it get
good
buffed
gold
recently?
value. No, at the start of the season it was the brand new item,
Yeah.
and then it got nerfed. It lost to like 10
Ah,
AP, so like it lost a lot of gold value from that. And so like now there's better stuff to run. A lot of time it's stuff like I want to say like Luden's Companion. A lot of people like or
Oh yeah, the shotgun.
yep, the shotgun or
I'm a big what's it called? The one that's true damage or crit.
oh, I know what you're talking about. All right, all right.
Great. Well, I think we're going to break for the delay, and we will be back
All right.
soon with the game. Welcome back to Game 2 of this best of 3 series between UNC and U of F. We are just about to get started. UNC is red side, U of F is blue side.
Mm-hmm. I'm curious. Did you see that they're apparently messing with the camera a little bit on red side?
Really?
So like, there's the like.
The offset
Yeah.
between the two sides, where the blue side has more of the top right screen and the red
Yeah,
side is more
and
of the bottom
for
left.
whatever reason that like gives them more like better more of an advantage or something, like the way the camera is. It's like,
Really?
yeah, in high levels of play, or like even overall, I think it's blue side has like a 51% win rate and red has like a 49. It's like it's
I
a
have
very
heard
slight,
this,
but it's
yeah.
there. And that's why in pro play, like whenever they do the coin toss, they always pick blue side
Wow.
because it's something to do with the camera angle, just makes it better to play.
Yeah.
And so apparently they're just
Honestly,
trying to adjust it.
I feel like red side sometimes feels more centered than the blue side. Like you have
Mhm.
more range on the blue side, auto.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
it
for
has
whatever
to be
reason.
so marginal. I actually thought when I first saw those statistics a few years ago, I thought it was actually because of the asymmetries on the map.
Yeah,
But that kind of changed with this season,
yeah.
right? They made both bot
Mhm.
sides and top sides kind of.
So, yeah, more symmetrical. I do know that I bet that definitely was part of it, but like it was very much like, and really this is only noticeable by pro players. It just for whatever reason it makes it easier to land skill shots and stuff like that, I guess.
And
So they're
we
just
start out
with a lot of poking.
with yeah, which both of these comps have
Plenty.
plenty of. So.
No, we do not have game audio.
We do not.
Also not letting us zoom out for some reason, but he's on it.
Sick.
I don't think. Well, yeah, I think we can get a better view than this.
Yeah.
Oh, and the
Oh.
Graves is invading.
That's an early
Ivern.
invade. Jungle Mechanics is not really going to let him get away with that. Oh, wait. I take it back. Maybe. Oh, the wade's going to collapse. It might get a pick here, except Karma's watching from the sideline. And it looks like they're just going to back off. This might turn into a bit of a vertical jungle.
And it has turned into a vertical jungle.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, this is actually an interesting call from them. They're probably going to shift most of their resources to top side, get that truck steamrolling like you were saying.
Yeah. That's definitely what it looks like, is that Graves really wants to prioritize getting that Aatrox up and running. This might be a good opportunity for Ivern to try and help bot lane some, get a really good Smolder lead if they can.
Yeah.
Is backing though. Hui's poking in the mid lane some more, as Hui does. And it looks like CS is fairly equal across the board at this point in the match. So I'm not. This match very much could go either way at this point,
Yeah.
honestly.
I mean, both sides. Well, other than the top lanes, neither side has champs that are super powerful before they get all their abilities. So
Yeah.
everybody needs to wait for that 3 and.
This is definitely a very much a scaling match.
Yeah.
I don't see any real early game here aside
Yeah, it's hard.
from maybe maybe Graves. Graves has some decent early game, but like even then he just scales hard too.
Yeah.
So or he's pretty consistent at all points in the match, but yeah.
Oh, that is a
Oh.
really tough stun, and our bot lane is okay.
Yep. Sorry about that that weird camera moment. Production is having some issues after we had to get some new equipment after stuff broke. So we're just
The Briar healing. I'm really impressed that this champion can sustain this well against an Aatrox, who's literally known for its sustain.
yeah. I mean, her whole thing is just she attacks, gets some bleeds. She's gonna chomp in a second. Oh, nope, never mind.
Vampire mommy.
Yeah, not enough.
Mid lane seems pretty even so far, but that lane's always like a 4-person lane.
Mm-hmm.
So
Wade does have a little bit of a CS lead. Aatrox has a 10 CS lead in the top lane, which is a little scary. Briar immediately bought Executioners. She does not want to deal with Aatrox's healing.
I mean, she ignited him, and he was still just
Yeah.
blitzing through her healing.
Yeah. It's just,
What you gonna do?
I hate to see it.
What do you think is a very preferable pick into Aatrox, like, consistently, though? Because,
Maybe Fiora. I want to say Fiora's pretty decent at Aatrox. I don't know how true that is, though. I built her poke
yeah.
can stop his knockup. Her true damage can kind of melt through his health if she's quick enough.
Just blocks the third Q.
Yep. But yeah, honestly, I don't know. I really don't know.
Champion's always a problem for me.
Yeah. Except whenever I try to play him, I get my butt kicked repeatedly and abused. I've tried to play other lanes just to like learn, like maybe just because like playing one role for a while gets boring, and so I was like maybe I'll try another lane, and then I try mid lane, top lane, bot lane, and I just get my butt kicked repeatedly over and over and over, and I'm like, well, I gotta go back to the jungle because
You know what it is? It's that CSing.
it is that CS, and really it's getting poked.
Yeah.
Just getting poked so much, I can't learn how to deal with it.
That was my favorite part of like learning jungle. Was like, oh, I get to be peaceful and assess the entire board
Yes.
while I'm jungling.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, there's people that like enter your jungle and try and fight you all game, but
like
it's a peaceful role.
that's why I like jungle. Is like I can control when we fight. It's like I choose when I go in. Well, on this, it's like, well, there's someone that is always trying to kick your butt.
Trading's hard, but I think after a while you realize it's very formulaic almost.
Yeah.
Like, you know exactly which abilities have to hit both parties.
Mm-hmm.
If one thing of yours doesn't hit and his does, you're out.
Yeah.
You're just out for the next 10 minutes.
Still, CS and bot lane is about even.
Which is very good for this Smolder, by the way. I mean,
Yeah.
Jin should be holding him off of more stuff.
Yeah.
early.
Even if like we were to assume that only half of that of the CS he's gotten was from his Q, like that's still 25
Yeah.
stacks.
I mean, he
Not-
has his, 25.
Yeah.
Could we actually see how many stacks Smolder has throughout the game? Is that a possibility?
Oh. Aatrox got a kill on Briar, popped his ult under her tower.
Oh, wow.
You hate to see it. It does look like she got. He did have to pop flash though.
But, I mean, that's a really worth flash. His wave was massive.
Yeah.
She loses
How-
levels.
How many stacks is that?
Nice.
Smolder's at
46
46 stacks
at
already.
11 minutes.
Holy crap, dude! And he's only going to build them faster and faster.
Yeah, because that when you hit that 125, I mean, entire waves melt.
Yeah.
One WQ.
And you're also just getting into fights with champions more often.
Yeah,
It looks like there might be a little bit of scuffle, trying to get some
Wow.
vision.
Yeah, they're
Going
just
for
trying
that
to
Drake.
Secure the Drake, but I don't think there's any way.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know if they'd want. I'm not sure if they'd want to put up a fight
contest
for a
this.
win Drake.
Also, our top laner is gone.
Yeah, that's. Oh, they are fighting for it. Wait, got a big ult, did a lot of damage.
This Graves is
Smolder's
somehow
gonna pick.
Oh,
Jimmy
very
Coy's
nice.
gonna
Jimmy
also
Coy.
get another kill. Smolder's gonna get out with less than
survives with a
100 health.
kill. Oh
Aw,
my God.
no.
Jin gaming moments, folks.
God dang it, the caster curse.
It doesn't get more painful
Yeah,
than that.
it doesn't. I always forget how much damage his W does. Because every time you
Every
get
time.
hit, it's very, normally it's very little. But then once you get a little bit in the game, it's like, oh my God, that's actually a lot.
Especially because like you mostly think about it as a stun, right?
Mhm.
Like I'm.
I
wary
only
of
think
it
about
'cause
it
I'm
as a
like,
stun.
I'm gonna be stuck here. But
And then I
it
get
executes me.
and then I get blasted for 300 damage.
Yeah.
While we're talking, Karma did pick up a kill on Jimmy Coy in mid lane. You hate to see it.
Oh, after the. Wow.
I don't know though if that's really gonna put a damper on him.
Yeah, I mean, fine. The main thing is they fought the drag battle, won the drag battle, and then lost the drag.
Yeah, which
Is tragic.
very odd. I guess they were trying to reset. Smarter was really low. Their carries were kind of down, but like still they should have tried to get some more vision around the Drake while they had the chance.
Well, it's like they posthumously lost because two
Yeah.
of the people that like should have survived died.
Yeah. And Aatrox is already 2-0-0
I was gonna
with an
say,
Executioners.
I think he's like, yeah, he's already 30 farm ahead and a level ahead.
Yeah. He's already halfway to Sundered Sky, it looks like.
Oh, Arvin has to flash out Zyra. And there we see that Zyra CC is
Nasty.
dangerous.
UF is getting so many objectives right now. They got a lot of tower plates in top lane. They got Drake. They got yeah, they got all 6 grubs.
This was a really good use of pressure by UNC to, at least take one plate. But
Yeah.
oh wow!
Oh.
I mean, but come on.
They're going to get one. They might get another. It looks like they will get another.
That was a very, very good bot play.
It does look like
Good
for the
bait,
start of this.
but-
Oh, there's going to be another fight.
Wait. Jimmy
Jimmy
Coy
Coy?
has everything.
Yeah,
I mean,
it does look like Jimmy Coy might be the carry for the first half of this match at least for UNC.
I know. I'm telling you, that way is oppressive in Jimmy Coy's hands. The kinds of. Oh wow! Did you see that? Half his
Yeah.
health went here.
Whew.
A vampire mommy cannot heal.
I still can't believe the excuse they try to use when they're just like, did you hear like why they made her like the figure that she has? The excuse was that they wanted her to look like a blood bag, and she's gonna kill the Aatrox while we're talking.
Wow!
Jesus
the
Christ!
Use of turret. This champion is so weird. Down
It's so
like,
bizarre.
Like down gold, down. He has a sundered sky.
And he lost
And he
under
lost
turret.
because
I don't know. He's 20
It was-
CS up,
yeah,
30
also,
almost.
Why would you take that trade when you know she has the CC to keep you locked under
Yeah.
turret? Like,
Yeah, she's a
What's the
scary
point,
amount of
Aatrox?
CC. Like people don't realize how much CC she has.
And okay, we've been seeing the okay.
Oh.
Oh, what a
Zara
Zyra.
could have
but
gotten that
it's-
Maokai, but it
yeah.
looks like they're gonna back away.
Which is, I mean,
Oh.
a good decision with this Briar ult coming through.
Yeah.
Sadly, misses. Very good overall, but just short.
Just short. Yeah, for Briar, the design reason they gave for her figure
Bloodbath.
was they wanted to make her look like have the shape of a blood bag because it's heavy at the bottom.
That.
You know, Riot It's in her character article, like when they announced her.
I'm not addressing that. That's so bad. Yeah, totally. Yeah, that's why they left her doggies out.
Yeah, that's totally why. Why did they put a spotlight on them in her splash art?
Why are they front?
Why are they
center?
so bright? Alright, there might be another fight in top lane.
He's taking revenge. Oh.
She might actually.
Yeah. What is this?
What the? Oh.
Because he thinks he's him.
I
He really thinks
He
he's
really
him. I'm sorry,
does.
but like that is the most cocky top lane gameplay I have seen.
Yeah, that was
in so
stupidly
long. He just
cocky.
sat for 3. It's fine that he didn't take turret shots because he didn't attack her, but like
You just kind of stood there and took it.
all of her abilities,
Did-
all of her autos.
Didn't try to disengage, just kept CSing.
With my technique, killing blooms into artwork.
Yeah, and this, as we speak, I mean,
I think Daisy has a crush on you.
UFF's WinCon was that top lane. Still kind of is, but as they've kind of lost control of the top lane, they've been pushing through in the bot.
Yeah.
I mean,
He is going to
4v1.
TP down. It's now 3-1-0.
But he loses TP. Look at how much tempo is lost by 4 people roaming around bot and getting one Maokai.
Yeah.
Oh.
They did get a Rift Herald while
They did, and
Ivan
I'm
was
assuming,
down.
Yeah, most
but
of this is for the dragon play, but
Even then, like,
very gold inefficient, especially because right now,
Ajax could be farming.
what? How many minutes are we?
15 minutes.
But the Briar has like full complete lane, and that Aatrox is not coming back soon.
Yeah, she's
This Karma's
closing
not gonna
in.
hold her. Like, if she if she equalizes, this is such a throw from the Aatrox.
Aatrox had a 30 CS lead, and it's down to barely 20. Like,
Oh, why is our Briar going?
well, because she heals her shit ton, but she's
Yeah,
gonna
but
get
it's a
rooted
Karma,
and die
like-
because karma things. This match is so weird.
Yeah,
I'm so
not
confused
gonna
by
lie.
some of the plays going on here.
Maybe some limit testing on UNC's have.
I
They already
guess.
have a game down, so they're not
Yeah.
on like match point pressure, whereas
Yeah.
UFF is on match point pressure.
Wei almost picked up a cheeky kill on Aatrox, but not gonna get it. Karma.
Oh, but I was saying before, there is this meta of inting top lane.
Yeah.
And like, so
Which
we
is really
understand-
weird.
It's really weird that like this has become a thing because of how champion or minions are designed and how towers are designed specifically, and how XP works around those. But like, we understand that that is a thing, but I don't quite think, from what I've seen in a lot of high elo and pro play, that this is the.
Yeah, I don't think this is like how it's supposed to work.
Yeah.
But it's so weird that it seems like you win by inting in top lane.
Nowadays.
It's very bizarre.
Really, I mean, it's just minions are worth so much more than kills nowadays. Bounty system has all like really reinforced that.
Yeah. When the bounty system first came out, I was really skeptical because like it didn't seem like very much gold because it's like, oh, you get like an extra 500.
Yeah.
But then like I actually like started to learn how the game works. I'm like, that's a lot of gold. Like that's a deceptive amount of gold. Like that's enough gold that like you win a game.
Yeah.
But
The
it's
whole pot.
it's like holy crap.
Oh,
They are gonna let the Rift Herald crash into a tower though.
Maokai. The Karma. No, that Jin ult is
That was
insane, by the
that
way.
was
I mean,
insane.
that is a really and
Okay.
it's the W. I mean, this Jin is playing really well right
Yeah.
now. He's killed
Oh,
like
he just got
4
three.
people.
Yeah.
I think. No, because the double kills were split up between his ult and then the 2 he got right now.
Yeah,
Killed
Briar
Koi,
barely
Briar.
got a kill on the Aatrox. They were both like sub 200 at one point, just healed him
This
just
is good
enough.
They lost mid and bot tower.
Yeah.
Neither drags are on their side. They're down half kills. It's looking like a very, very difficult game for UNC to stay within. And as we know, like these competitive games, they're trying to end quickly. So coming up onto the 20-minute mark with Baron, UNC is going to be pushed really hard between objectives and their base.
Yeah, jungle mechanics, the Ivern kind of let them roam free in terms of getting objectives.
This is something I've been thinking for the majority of this match. I've seen Jungle No Mechanics play.
He's great,
phenomenal player,
and he's
but
been
in
doing
this game-
he's been doing really good trying to support the bot lane, but in doing so, he's completely ignored objectives.
Exactly. Like you lose so much overall map pressure, and you forget that those objectives affect everybody on the team so much.
Yeah, like the 6 grubs let
Yeah.
Karma clear top tower.
How will you? Really? I mean, this is a problem for the jungler as well, because you need to get at least one of the grubs for both grubs rounds
Yeah.
to get the grubs XP.
Yeah.
So you kind of get sauced that way, but 6 grubs is impossible to play against.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
they
really difficult.
Wipe your one person could be alive at the end of a team fight, and they would just wipe your base in less
Yeah.
than 10 minutes.
And also at the same time, like I can't really blame him. It's really hard to like try and balance helping your lanes and going for objectives.
Yeah.
Last season, it was much easier to balance that because there were simply less objectives in the jungle. There was Rift Herald and there was Drake and there was Baron.
And there was Baron.
But now we have
the grubs have made jungle's pace like exponentially.
Yeah, it's-
love and hate playing jungle games because of that right now. Because like I'm coming in level 3, level 4, not just fighting for a scuttle crab.
Now, like, yeah, it's like I feel like I have to play at a much faster pace now. It's like I have to be like there's no moment where I'm just CSing. It's I have to CS to go to this thing. There is a fight in the top lane. It's very close. It looks like it might go to Aatrox, but Briar's healing a crap ton, and she's getting some backup.
Aatrox knows the rest of it.
Does look like they're also going to get a turret out of that.
Honestly, I think if the Aatrox had kept fighting.
Yeah, he could have. He could have honored.
Well, because he has the darkened passive, right?
Yeah.
Insane damage.
Yeah.
Once every 9 seconds. Especially after Q, I think.
Yeah, it just playing the jungle feels very weird right now.
It's so different. Honestly, it hasn't changed as much as it recently did. Even the dragon changes were nothing compared to this.
Because it's like all for the dragon changes, it was really just they changed what the dragons did.
Yeah.
Now they've added whole new objectives. Which really does not help with everyone blames jungle at the end of the match when you lose. It's like come on, man.
Always such an oppressive.
It's the meta.
Yeah.
It's just.
But it's kind of true, you know. I
is.
really think jungle and support control most of the game.
Yeah.
The other laners are there to do their role as consistently as possible, but the jungle and support control the distribution of resources across the map, and that really affects the macro more than any other role could. I mean, and that's why people say mid is like the best role or like the most impactful, right? Because like then mid laners are just the only other party that is constantly roaming.
Yeah. I know Riot August said something about with supports, like just what the data says, and from a developer standpoint, that supports really like they're the like second most impactful role. Not because having a good support wins you the game, it's that having a bad support will lose you the game. It's like it was something like that. It's kind of like the opposite of what people believe about the support role, of how like it's only bad players playing it. It's like some of the best players play support because it was something like if you have a really good support, you have a 50-50 chance at winning. But if you have a like bad support, you have a very high chance of losing. It was very like it's very odd and almost backwards of what most people would think.
Yeah. Maybe I should run some support.
Now the UF did pick up a Smoter, and it looks like Jin is gonna pick up a Maokai.
That WR, man. I mean, this guy's getting scary. I mean, not getting. He's 5'1". He's scary.
Yeah, he's 5'1", He's scary. Briar's
Briar,
going in on
But
Aatrox.
Aatrox ulted and Briar ulted.
Briar
Aatrox
did,
is
he's
ignited
ignite.
and has an executioner's
Chomp.
effectively puts him to bed.
But UF is
This
gonna
is
get
what
a
I was
Baron.
calling, right? UF knows they have the pressure, knows they have every objective on the map. Baron and 6 grubs is impossible.
Yes, that's
to defend
disgusting.
against. Especially when there are 4 people alive.
Yeah.
Maybe if you had a Baron contest fight, 2 or 3 of them died, you could defend 1 or 2 lanes.
Yeah.
If all 4 of them choose to split up right now, you lose 2 turrets easily.
Yeah. And I mean, that's also the thing with Aatrox, like we were talking about, like even before the match started, where if he gets even like a little bit ahead, like he can either participate in team fights and do really good, or he's gonna split push and divide people's attention. Where Briar couldn't like help contest Baron. If they did, she had to stop Aatrox.
Oh, exactly that Aatrox pressure building up. Could we see a stack check on Smoker?
It does look like he's at
He has his
full.
125, but I don't think he
It's
has.
186.
Yeah, he's about.
He's almost there.
Wait, it's 225. Right?
Yeah, 225 is the execute.
So he's about 40 off.
Yeah, he's getting there.
But yeah, I mean, the enemy team is.
Briar's gonna TP into the enemy team. That's really sketchy. Or no, not Briar. It's Hui. I don't know why I thought Briar. I always forget some mid laners take TP.
Hey, I love TP mid lane. You put so much pressure on the map.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you already are pretty confident in your lane. Like,
Yeah.
you don't need any lane assistance.
Yeah, if you don't need Ignite, if you don't need Barrier.
TP's there for the
Yeah,
rest of your team.
yeah. Like, if you know you're not going to need that combat summoner spell, or that extra combat power. Like,
honestly, I'm a little disappointed in U of F's usage of their Baron.
Yeah, they didn't do
Like-
anything. They got like, did they get a
They
tower?
got some kills while like everybody was rotating to kind of defend mid.
Yeah.
But then they just started taking all of the jungle.
Yeah, they just took
for some
jungle
reason.
camps instead of pushing towers.
Like jungle
That's-
doesn't respawn.
That's really bizarre. It does look like they are about to get in a fight. Briar's going for, I can't see, Karma.
I mean,
She
honestly,
is going to get
yeah.
rooted and destroyed. There's the Jingle. He's going to start popping heads.
That was a really nice spacing arm. But
They're going to, that's Soul. They just got Ocean Soul.
wait, what is it? Their time is at? They might win.
Yeah, I think they might win.
With 6 grubs, and they still have Baron, I think. They don't? Okay.
Oh, yeah, it's...
But even that little bit, I mean, the main thing is the minions.
Yeah.
Lost it, yeah. But, I mean, look at this.
The half a tower's
this.
gone.
It's a Jin. He only gets 4 shots, and he still kills turrets.
I don't even know what UNC could do to win here. Because like they just let the
know-
objectives get away from them.
The only thing UNC can, well, UNC can't do anything. U of F has to mess up,
Yeah.
and then UNC
Has to take advantage of that.
Yeah.
Briar did take Graves down, but Jin's
Smoker
gonna get
has
2
to
more.
flash that. He's at stacks, so there is possibility to win these team fights. But
Now they just got some DOT true damage. Or just
we
true
really
damage.
might just be too far down. I mean,
Yeah.
2 of your 3 players being down in a game like this is
It's scary. Oh,
yeah,
almost got the Jin. The Jin was like 100 health.
what a shutdown that would have been.
That would have been
money,
insane.
Money, money.
Oh, that would have been 1,000 gold, I want to say. Yeah, 1,000
Yeah, it
gold
would've
in
been
Smolder's pocket. That would have been a
Oh,
whole nother
any
item for him.
ADC's dream, by the way.
Yeah. I just looked. UF is up. Is that 13,000 gold?
Yeah. No,
Thir-
20.
or-
Oh, yeah, 13.
Yeah, they're up 13,000 gold.
Which is
That's a
4
lot.
items.
Yeah. And all of that is on their Jin, who's 1 item away from full build.
Their karma hasn't
Oh, yeah.
died.
Oh, wait, she hasn't?
She's
Oh my
a
god, she
600 gold
hasn't died!
shutdown. She's a 700 gold shutdown. That hasn't died.
Oh my god!
Who would have thought the karma would really be the one pulling it?
She's in such a weird spot. And I don't know what it is that made her so strong. I don't know if it's the new. I think it's the items.
It has to be items.
It's probably Malignance too because her ult just buffs her other abilities.
Yes,
and that's
she always has all.
yeah, she always has it, so she's just constantly applying it.
lowest cooldown.
Briar's going in on the Jin. Is she gonna get a kill? Hui's gonna get the kill on Jin.
Kind of worth. I would say very worth.
Yeah, I'd say that was really worth.
I mean,
Briar was gonna die
she
anyways,
would've
but she's
died.
not really worth gold. Wade's gonna get taken down by Karma though. Don't like to see it. Smolder's
but
going
this
in on
karma might give her
Oh.
1,000 gold.
And nope, they're just gonna back away.
I mean, they have.
Yeah, they have to.
Base is dying. This is what I said. You give up too much pressure. Too many times. Run through your base.
Yeah.
I do think, though. I mean, it would be a really bad idea. I got
2 thumbs and a shield.
Yeah, that'd be horrible.
Because that Smolder is now about to get stacks.
Yeah, he's about to just chug.
3
through stuff.
lanes of supers with double supers.
Yeah. They are going for that Baron, so it does look like they're gonna try and end soon.
But UNC has to.
They have to.
They see it happen.
They ouch. I think UFF ends here.
But that means we get a game 3.
Hey, more content. Content.
Yes, the ward clears. So
Woo! Middle of the lane, wards.
the siege is happening.
Oh my god.
Let us hope it's a Stalingrad. Oh, wait, that was the worst channel.
Yeah, that was not
of
a good
this
position.
game. But Briar tried to jump.
Briar's gonna die anyways.
Our Smolder is trying to get away at both the minions and enemies.
Yep,
This is like,
it is very painful. Yeah. So yeah, game 1 is gonna go to UFF.
yeah. No, I feel like the Ivern just didn't feel that great out there. And
Yeah, that-
actually, one thing I was thinking about that is, does Ivern have a terrible time with grubs?
No, I don't know.
Because he doesn't auto like
Yeah,
take
he
up
doesn't-
the grubs.
yeah,
like
I don't
the
think so,
neutral
no.
champs, or the
Like,
middle
he
ones,
needs
has
help.
to- yeah, and that's terrible. Like,
Yeah. Like, especially
you need help.
if you need help to do it, and mid lane is already struggling a little bit, top lane is losing, like, that's not good.
Yeah.
Like, you
But
really
I
need
think
to
that's
be
fatal.
self-sufficient.
Like, that's fatal to that champion right now.
Yeah. Like, he
I
has
don't
some
even know
really.
how Riot would fix that. Because,
I don't
like,
either.
It would change the champion's kit.
Yeah. Like, that's the only fix I could think of, is, like, he has to be dependent on teammates, which, I mean, it's a team game, so, like, whatever. But also, like, it's just. That's rough.
Because the real danger is not that, oh, he's losing some grubs. It's that he literally does not have the ability to take any grubs in, like,
It's-
games.
yeah.
Because, I mean, unless you can really solo at least one grub,
Yeah.
it's your team's not even going to
Yeah,
chip in.
you're
Your team's
losing
gonna be
so
You're already
much.
losing, and they're probably going to get collapsed in on the other team,
Yeah.
which is also not taking grub damage, so you're already down in that fight.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, unless you're trying to snipe a grub with Smite or something,
Yeah. It's.
seems like a very impossible position, especially when you get to 6 grubs and you have 2 of those voidlings just taking a turret shot or 2.
Yeah.
That's 300, 400 damage
Yeah.
absorbed into oblivion.
That's. It's sketchy. Yeah, I was interested to see how Ivan was going to do, especially because I believe at the start of the season he was doing decently well. But yeah, right there it did not showcase him
Yeah.
the best. So I'm curious to see what UNC changes going into the next match. Probably a bit more of an early game comp, maybe, especially from their jungle. I feel like bot lane wasn't really a problem until like towards the end when Jin was able to get up and running, which again was just the I feel like the Ivern just couldn't really help bot lane very well.
I mean, that was the thing. The Iron put all his eggs in one basket and then dropped the basket,
Yeah.
sadly. Not like it happens, you know, but
Yeah.
that's why you want to spread those resources, spread that potential across your map.
Mhm.
Especially when you see that Briar, like, solo kill the Aatrox
Yeah.
top. Start going top,
Yeah,
man.
start helping the
Start helping
Briar.
that Briar. Clearly something's happening.
Yeah, it's like clearly she has a very good opportunity to become really strong. Because Briar's a feast or famine champion. There's no middle ground for her. She's either going to do really good or really bad. And if you can get her to be really good, do it.
Yeah.
Like, because she's so oppressive when she's strong.
Yeah, the sad thing about the bot lane is really neither of the bot lanes were the cause of their rise or demise. Like, it was that once they got into the team fighting scenario, whatever happened on the rest of the map
Yeah.
led into bot lane.
Yeah, it was like there was nothing else they could do. So, like, they had a really good... Like, they were both really even for a lot of the match. And then, like you said, once the other people started showing up in their lane, once the UNC was losing objectives, like, that's when it started to be their downfall.
Yeah. And that's just ADC living.
Yep, ADCs.
That's the ADC lifestyle.
Yep. RIP all of our ADC players in chat.
Still trying to spacewalk. Still getting one shot.
Ouch.
I'm telling you, man. I mean, for example, Ashe.
Mhm.
I really think one of the most perfect characters ever built in this game.
Yeah,
I
she's
mean,
really well
just
designed.
Such a beautiful kit overall. She has a slow. You are actively slowing as you're running away. She usually has like
Her ulta stun.
her ulti stun, and still something like a Nasus or a Tom Kench will eat you alive if they even come on your screen.
Yeah.
Like if you even see their pixels,
Yeah.
you're dead.
In which also at the same time though, like there's some times where Ashe can be really strong into like she's an ADC that can kind of like counter an assassin sometimes.
Yeah,
If an
ult, like and Talon will jump on you and you just ult him.
yeah, you ult him and then you
he
walk
gets out of
away, you blitz him, he tries to walk at you, you slow him.
Exactly.
It's like she's very much like there's people that like will mess her up, especially like champions who have really good gap close, who have like just a billion CC. So like you said, like Nasus, who is a 99% slow. Like
I hate seeing that dog walking to me.
It's like
that decaying.
it's like you can stun him, you can slow him. He's gonna catch you. There's nothing you can do. But like in Assassins, I feel like she's a really good pick in Assassins. Sivir is also a good pick in Assassins.
Yeah, I got that spell shield.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like assassin meta. I mean,
It's not really an assassin meta
yeah,
anymore.
exactly. They keep kind of trying to bring it back. I mean, they did a lot. With
Yeah, with the
items.
lethality
I know
change.
a lot of people really like the lethality items, but a lot of people aren't taking those lethality items on
Yeah.
assassins.
Yeah, it's just like build a
You-
tank.
Yeah, I mean, and this is kind of a thing with any item rework or any major rework to some extent, right? Like, right now is a sort of Wild West.
Yeah, there's a lot of growing pains going
Exactly.
on. What do you hope to see for ADCs next time? We had a Jhin and Smolder. Do you think there's going to be any major shakeups? Do you think UNC is going to try and pick something better to counter something like a Jhin? Or do you think it's too early to tell?
Yeah, I think it's way too early to tell. I would also say, honestly, they might wait.
Yeah.
Like, they might prioritize other picks before.
Oh, we're in draft. Oh,
Oh, and we already have.
We
our
have a
fans in
Sivir.
First three. UF picking that strong Aatrox again, but
Yep.
the karma is on our side now.
Yep.
I actually really like the Wukong. I mean,
Wukong's pretty decent now. Varus is
Very fun.
nasty.
really, really good in team fights. I mean,
Yes.
really nobody understands how to use his R really well unless you're like good, right?
Yeah.
And that's what a skill-based champ.
And also, he's going to be able to shut down that Aatrox a bit with his built-in Grievous.
Yeah.
UF Blue banned Hui as well. They don't want to deal with him again. They're going to
see that.
pick Kindred.
But I mean, he has such a deep champ pool.
Oh, yeah. He can play any champion
Ready
mid
to pick
lane.
up this Twitch right now. I would not
could.
bat an eye.
I wouldn't be mad if he picked a Twitch mid lane. It looks like he's going to pick an
Aesol.
Asol, though.
This is interesting. I do you remember at the beginning, or maybe like last patch, Asol was like really broken. Everything I was playing with was banning him in like TF, but I
Yeah.
think he got nerfed recently.
I want to say he got nerfed. I don't know specifically what he did. But even then,
Production, do you know?
even then, like Asol is he's just a good champ. Like in that right hand, he'll be really good.
Yeah. Kindred, one of my favorite junglers, actually, just because I love ADCs and it's an ADC jungler.
Yeah, I've tried to learn her a couple times, but like, I could never like get it. You
Yeah.
know,
It,
like it's just a different play style that I'm used to.
I think it goes contrary to what you found really appealing about jungle,
Mhm.
where you like not being forced into fights, but that champion requires.
Yeah,
that
you have to.
go and get those
Yeah,
stacks.
you gotta do it. Which is
You
just
have to
it's
invade.
it's like that's just not my play style.
Yeah. Rakan, I
Ooh,
love this Rakan pick. I mean, what a
I love
versatile
Rakan.
Champion, yeah.
He's
I would have
just
liked
good.
to see the Xayah Rakan pick though, because
Yeah.
I think our bot laner actually has a very nasty Xayah. last time I
They
saw it.
do. Yeah. So Asol, they made his Q cost less mana. He gets more stacks per champion burst on his Q. His W costs less mana.
It was a buff.
That's what I'm trying to figure out because it's labeled as an adjustment, not a buff. What did they do?
Yeah, they have to have nerf because both of those are buffs. They have to have nerfed him somehow, right?
Oh, they nerfed his stacks per unit that dies in his E. So they buffed like his Q and his W. But yeah, it's just he can't really farm monsters and minions. Dang. Or champions. You used to get 5 stacks on a champion kill. Now he only gets 2. So trying to make him more farm heavy.
Okay.
Probably that's what it seems like to
I-
me.
To me, that sounds like less scaling, more immediate.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
you slow down your scale rate, but you give them a lot of power in the beginning with that.
Yeah,
AoE.
that does sound
the
more.
mana, the mana decrease is so essential in the beginning,
Yeah.
especially with these mid laners.
And
Who's
also
he,
just
into Azir? Yeah.
yeah, especially like for like push him away from just going for champion fights all the time because like it was like they nerfed how much he gets from champion. So
Though I will say, I actually like that adjustment in this specific case because going into an Azir, you need to go hard.
yeah,
fast.
you gotta
need
because
to
he's such a
come
good
out of the
scaler.
gates. Yeah, because once he's there, I mean, I don't want to fight an Azir.
Yeah, at the start of the game he's
Fucking
not good,
poka.
but like at the end, like oh my god, what do you do?
Get insect.
Huh? Sorry.
Get insect by the
Yeah,
Azir.
yeah, you die. Like that's all you can do.
Actually, is the thing Azir does called an insect, or is there a different word for it?
I don't know.
Okay, so an insect is like usually what we call the Lee Sin combo, where you basically flash behind them and kick them.
Yeah.
Get behind them and kick them into your team. But Azir also does that.
Yeah. What is it called for him? Oh.
Gotta watch more Faker VODs out here there.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll hear it at some point. He plays so much Azir.
Yeah. He's good at it. I mean,
Yeah. And it also does not seem like that he will be the first person to enter the League of Legends Hall of Fame.
Oh, please. I mean, okay.
He
We
should.
are ever going to make a Hall of Fame
They are.
for League of Legends, and you don't make the first nominee the Demon King himself. Who
So-
are you? Have
so
you watched any league
the
in the
pro-
last 10 years?
So they are making one. They've officially made one. The
that's-
problem is that one of the rules is that you have to have been retired for 3 or more years.
He's still playing, bro.
He's still playing.
That man's not gonna stop playing.
He's not going to stop playing.
He's too good to stop
Yeah,
playing.
because
bro.
they don't want another Faker situation of he retired, or maybe it's 5 years, because he retired, he was done playing for like 2 years, and then he came back.
Oh.
They don't want a situation like that where like they want it to be about their whole career, not just like this section. Because like the first half of Faker's career was insane. The second half, it was like
insane,
also
though.
insane.
He
Like
built a team from ground
Yeah.
up. A
Oh, yeah.
lot of these players are very new.
Oh,
to
yeah,
that
they're very
league,
new.
and like the current T1 roster is hollow without the soul that Faker.
Oh yeah. But what I was gonna say is that when he first came back, the first I want to say like 2 years back, he was kind of in the background. He wasn't up in front. He was like that was the time of like Damn on Gaming. That was and all that.
His military, right?
Yeah, or something. Or no, he never had to do the military. He got an exemption.
Wow.
He won a gold medal in some thing, and it was like he got an exemption from it. So lucky him, I guess. But it was just he retired because he was done playing and he wanted to do coaching. Didn't like it, and he came back. And I think it was like the first year or two, it was just like he was playing, but he wasn't at the forefront like he was in the past. And now these last 2 years, that's when he's really started to like shine again.
But I think, part of that is also like Faker and his team go hand in hand. I think it's inappropriate for me to say that T1 is hollow without Faker because to some extent Faker is hollow without the monster.
Oh
he's
yeah,
created.
he put together such a good team. Their top laner is just insane. Zeus is insane.
Okay, yes, I do think Zeus is actually the best player on that team. But I simp for Gumayushi, man.
Gumayushi's
Gumayushi has made. I'm like, you can
he's
play
the-
Osu, bro. You could be the greatest Osu player in the world.
He's the ADC, isn't he? Yeah, I don't get him.
Yeah,
he's so good.
Gumayushi, like, that bot lane is the scariest thing I've ever seen in competitive.
And then poor what's his name? The support.
Carry it.
Carrier. Poor Carrier wanted a Lux skin but couldn't get one. he wanted that Lux skin, but they're like, nope, can't do it.
Damn. Oh, for the championship?
Yeah, because
Why?
you have to have played the character during Worlds, and he didn't play Lux.
But
He-
that's so restrictive because you can't just play whatever champion you want.
Yeah,
Unless you're like really throwing,
Yeah.
like you know you're gonna win this.
It would have.
game.
I was really hoping because he talked about like he wanted Lux before the finals match, and I was waiting for him just to pick Lux one of the rounds, just to get the skin. I was waiting for it because he wanted a New Jeans themed Lux skin.
Oh,
That was what he
so
wanted.
cool.
He wanted it so it like when she back, she would do a New Jeans dance.
Yeah.
That's what he wanted, and then he couldn't do it because he didn't play her.
Okay, but honestly, as a partial New Jeans fan, I would have paid a lot of money for that skin, right?
Oh yeah,
Listening?
my girlfriend, who's my duo for League, she's a Lux main, who like New Jeans is like her her number 2 artist on Spotify right now. So she would have showed out money immediately. But
I mean,
like,
they make one $200 Lee skin, but can't make me a New Jeans
come
skin.
on, like stop making $200 skins, right?
Okay, yeah, this is
please.
also like abusive by Riot, by the way.
Mhm. All right. Sounds like we're going to go to a quick break while we load in. We got to have that 3-minute delay per rules. So we will talk to you guys in a minute.
Welcome back. We're in the final game of the series between UNC and U of Florida.
It is 1-1. UNC got a free win because U of F was late, and then they argued over the rules. I'm curious. I'm curious what actually happened. Did U of F throw a fit? I don't know what happened.
Interesting check by.
I mean, what
Honestly,
works
I
works.
support it, yeah.
What works works. I'm curious to see how this game is going to go, if it's going to be slower, faster.
Me too. I don't really have any immediate reads on the particular, like, inflection points for this matchup right now.
Mm-hmm.
This Karma, I mean, could really, really do damage to the Aatrox.
Oh,
if
yeah.
he's not careful.
It's the Karma top. And she's, that CC she has can lock him down because he has to stay close to her to do damage.
Yeah.
And she's just going to gets
his
close
W
stun.
doesn't matter because she just runs out of it.
She's so fast.
Oh, are we seeing a lane switch?
Maybe. I mean, I understand
I
why.
understand. Yeah, yeah, we kind of called that, bro.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I feel like Azir into a Karma is going to be much better. Yeah. CSing for Aatrox is still going to be a bit rough, I feel like, having to deal with that poke.
I don't like this, like, as much as I did against Azir. Because Asol.
I'm still used to UNC being red side.
Red side,
So I'm like, who am I rooting for?
Never falter.
But yeah, is it still? Did the top laner go mid, or is the top laner on these?
Sorry, say that again. I don't know I want to say the Azir is their mid laner. He just went top. Looks like they're just trying to get some trades, I guess. I mean, what else can you do? Kindred invaded. Looks like she might be trying to do a little bit of vertical jungling. Or maybe she's... Yeah, they already started the game vertical jungling. Wukong went and took UNC's red side.
Focus.
How impractical is it for UNC to eventually reswap?
Or wait, no. Sorry?
How impractical is it for UNC to eventually reswap, or does that just end up being like a continuous feedback loop?
I honestly don't know. I feel like this is probably going to be better for U of F.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like this.
Look at this mid lane pressure.
I really don't know what's going to be best.
Never.
It might be better for UNC.
Has a big wave crashing into them.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, nothing too exciting. Just some vision and general control. U of F does a good job with their wave management. They've been building massive waves. And, I mean, trying to fight this is crazy from McCoy.
Yeah.
But what can he do?
Yeah, it's like he just kind of has to run.
Also, like, the fact that they made Aatrox such a stagnant champion with that Q. It's his Q, right?
I want to say. Yeah.
But, yeah, why does his champion stop moving when he's breathing fire?
It's, yeah. Or he can E while in his Q, but, like, even then, it's like, that's the only move you can do. And you can't turn left or right. You just kind of have to go in a straight line while in your E.
Which is also bad for dodging anything.
Yeah, you're not going to dodge anything. He almost got out, and then he got pulled back in by the Aatrox W. There's a lot of trades going in bot lane. Another sizable wave's going to crash.
But, I mean, we're actually not doing bad on CS, despite the multiple crashing waves.
Yeah.
Our tops are even, and the bot's actually ahead somehow. Yeah, that Varus also a favorite thing of mine is his passive. That increased attack speed on minion death means that like when you have those last 3 minions that are about to all die to turret, just getting that bonus attack speed gets you that extra minion.
It does look like they learned from last time. Jimmy Koi did go to stop the grubs. There's collapse. There's going to be a fight. He might go for the grubs now. Wukong is much better early compared to Ivern. They might be able to get an Aatrox here, actually. Bot lane might get...
Bot lane is scrappy.
Varus died. Oh, and Rakan's going to get 2.
I mean...
The
The minions. The Winions are winning. Wow, I am surprised about how this...
Yeah, top lane turned around.
Top lane turned around. I think... I mean, the Kindred probably just came in late and then started blitzing everybody down.
It looks like she's going to be able to get a grub off of that. You hate to see it.
If she gets 3, it's a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll just have to give up grubs.
She might have to back off, actually.
No, when there's a single grub. Well, so actually,
Or
this is both a problem with Kindred's kit, maybe, and a single, like, well, okay. I don't think she has to back off because junglers heal a ton
oh yeah,
from the minions.
Yeah.
But all those small grubs around her, she doesn't actually, like,
Yeah, she doesn't
kill
have
them
wave clear.
because she doesn't have,
She doesn't have very good AoE.
But it looks like she got him.
There you got him.
Looking for this mid gang. Questionable. The wave's way too far pushed up.
Oh, but it looks like
Aatrox
that
is about to clap some cheeks.
Yep.
Yeah, half health. No recourse. Or Varus is trying to step forward to exert pressure.
it might be. Cool.
I honestly,
I don't like that with the Kindred nearby.
I would hate for them to fight here, but I'm surprised that Maokai didn't just jump on.
Oh yeah,
Wukong
I'm
as, like,
really surprised.
that Wukong was just chilling, vibing, walking through the jungle.
Yeah, I feel like jungle mechanics is just kind of like he's in an odd position of like, what can he do at this point?
This is a really good engage by that Maokai.
That was
double kill to the Sivir.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
oh.
but Kindred's nearby.
Yeah,
He can't go for it.
And honestly, that fight might lose them drag.
Yeah. Same thing as last match.
This, yeah. Wow. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, the switch has really messed up, I think, both of these lanes. I wonder if it's like mostly a mental thing, or if even like the runes they took are slightly off because of this.
It's really just weird. Like,
But like, why not switch back? Like right now, they're switching back. See,
yeah, now
like you
yeah,
have
now
to when you
that's-
get a chance. You have to.
Yeah. Karma's about to
But
get
it
cut.
doesn't matter. if
Big
you switch back and
collapse.
then immediately. Yeah.
Like, she knew that they were doing the Drake. She saw that they took it, but she kept pushing. Like, you know that they're in the area. They're going to be looking to gank you when you're pushed up. So why are you still pushing?
Yeah, I mean, it is also, we have a eagle eye view, so
Yeah.
it's much easier
It's much easier for us to say
from
it.
us, but I do think some of that was questionable, especially like how far she was trying to push that Aatrox when he's worth like nothing.
Yeah. It's like you're not really gaining too much out of it.
And like we were
Does
discussing
look like
before, I mean,
They might get in his ear.
minions over kills, you know. Minions over kills. But they will definitely kill this season.
It's going to get a good shutdown, 250 gold.
Yeah. Honestly.
Yeah. Does look like UFF wants to fight in the bot lane again.
Yeah, and they've been keeping up the pressure across the map. This Kindred is doing the Kindred thing. Can we see how many stacks Kindred has? Because when she reaches
That's
4,
four? Or is she? Okay,
she's
she only
stacked.
has one.
She is. Oh, she only has one.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, top scuttle is
Yo, top
Mark.
scuttle.
Come on, go for your top scuttle.
Top scuttle.
Actually, don't. You're good. Don't go for it, Kindred. You're UFF. I don't want you to win. Don't go for it. Crap, she's going for it.
She's all. I mean, yeah. Once that champion needs to reach those 4 stacks, but once that's there, smooth sailing.
It looks like they sought back to their actual lanes.
I understand this, but the initial purpose of the lane is lost. This is why UFF is now comfortable taking this. I mean, I think the Aatrox is still going to get clapped, but this Azir now rips through. He's 2-1, and like, he has Nashers.
Yeah, he's just going to tear through. And Kindred's getting all of the grubs again, uncontested. Because they're having the same problem.
Yeah, neither mid nor top pryos.
Yeah.
Really, really bad in this meta with grubs.
Yeah.
You need at least one of those lanes to be really, really strong.
It's like they're running into the exact same problem that they had last match.
Yeah.
It's just very frustrating to watch.
Over-focusing. But, I mean, it's not even over focusing. I feel like this Wukong is having like tempo issues.
He is.
He's almost always like either behind on the gank
Mhm.
or he's getting counter gank.
Or he's way early to the game.
Yeah, or
he's
like
just
the
kinda
wave is
wasting
fully
time.
mispositioned and he's waiting for something to happen. But
They are going to pick up the
Wow.
Kindred.
honestly, very good for us.
Also going to get the Maokai. All right.
Focus.
But yeah, I mean, I think these are the kinds of plays that get him back into this game.
Yeah.
Now that Kindred's going to be so down tempo.
And he's kind of just waiting in the back.
Which you do not usually see out of a monkey.
Yeah.
A monkey likes to beat on things.
And he likes to smack him with a stick, and then he's just kind of not there.
Yeah, I feel bad for Jimmy.
Yeah. He's got a rough hand.
Because the beauty of that matchup was the first 3 levels.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it was really getting that damage out fast. And
He did dodge that Azir ult, which could have
was
been really bad for him.
impressive, But can't even back. There's just a Kindred walking through.
Ouch.
What's the Kindred's next stack?
I don't think I can
Yeah,
see
I don't
it
think
yet.
it's up yet.
Yeah, I don't think it's up. Unless it
wonder
could have
who he's
been Mount
marking.
Raptors.
Ah, Wukong.
Oh, yeah. He's 1-4. He hasn't
Yeah,
died
I'm not
yet.
gonna lie.
But he doesn't. It doesn't
He
look
doesn't
like.
have. He has
Oh, he's
Stridebreaker?
okay. He has
Right.
Stridebreaker.
And
Karma.
this Karma is messing up the
Yeah.
Aatrox.
Karma's
He
kind of popping
missed
off.
Q.
Oh.
I'm in Spain and the S is silent.
It does look like they're still trying to poke each other. Karma's getting the stun off.
This is not where you want to be against an Aatrox.
She got out of it. Oh, the minions. The minions got him.
Minions.
Minions.
Once again. Throw some respect on their name.
Oh.
Okay, and this.
Oh, he
This
missed
is
the ult.
Asol Gaming. Honestly,
All right,
Vision!
he did it.
Vision Diff!
Yeah.
Oh, but he walks into
Aw.
the Kindred? Why did he just walk? I guess he doesn't have vision of that side, so
Yeah.
he's being careful, but the Aatrox backed, right?
Mhm.
So, like, how could he have been top jungle?
Yeah.
Man, that's real. I mean, it was a great play by Jimmy.
Yeah.
Sad to see it turn into 1-1.
And Jungle Mechanics got there just in time, but like even then, like he was a little late again.
And that drag is really, really tough. The Maokai is 2 star or 1 star. Yeah, I mean,
Lock Leon only. Peace.
And Karma, while she's ahead, she
back
can't
to
really
the cheese lane.
she can't really spend time helping anyone really.
Yeah.
He's just gotta keep Aatrox down. Oh,
Never falter.
Maokai, unblockable champ. What you gonna do?
yeah, nothing you can do. Point and click stun that can't be blocked.
Like, I kind of appreciate. I appreciate that people like to go AP Maokai because like, haha, funny.
Funny, lots of damage.
Bombs.
Smack.
But like, I don't even think it's that much damage. And like, tank Maokai is so much sexier, bro. You just
It is.
walk in, club
Bonk.
them, ult them.
I'm
walk
still
around,
here.
Club them.
Yeah, it's like I get like building 1 or 2 AP items. Like I
But
tried
there's
my
good AP tankish items.
Yeah.
Like, maybe even like not Rylai's, but like
old Leandries.
yeah.
Old what is it called? Demonic's Embrace.
Demonics Embrace.
Like
yeah.
those were really good on him because they gave a lot of health. They gave a good AP. They were just
Sustained damage.
sustained damage, which is really good on him.
Yeah, I mean, this Kindred is a non-bit of a jungling planet, but actually both junglers are pretty even so far. It's really just those objectives
Yeah.
that are parting the
Really
seas.
rough.
This bot lane is going to be really, really hard to salvage, especially because
4-1-1 Sivir.
you can't escape the Sivir.
Yeah.
Right, her W just literally bounces between all of you.
It does. And she's stupidly fast movement speed, so you can't run from her.
Yeah, I'm trying to think about how they're going to pin down the Sivir, and it has to be like the Sivir doing something bad.
Yeah. Like, they've got to, like, bait out her spell shield.
Yeah,
And then get a
and
really
then,
good
like,
CC.
have- yeah.
Which they're going to get CC'd and then destroyed by Kindred.
Yeah, that's also the problem with having such a large threat in an ADC. Is like if you really try and dump everything for that ADC, even if that ADC dies, all of you die afterwards.
It does look like they are going to pick up Azir.
Very
But
nice.
Maokai's going to come in and might get... Oh, is he going to get the Ace ult?
I'm impressed that this Asol is still fighting.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean, like,
surprised that he's
the
alive.
cojones on this man.
That was very surprising. Oh.
Yo?
Oh.
Yo?
Did Kindred get greedy?
Kindred ult. No, she didn't, bro. She lives these. Well,
Nope, she died.
she dies if she gets the kill, but I think she could have lived it.
Yeah. That was a good shutdown, though. I didn't see how much gold, but
550
probably a lot.
plus
550?
300, 850.
Yeah, 850 gold off of
Very
Kindred.
nice.
Except it went in the pocket of Rakan.
Hey,
So-
what are you talking about, bro? My supports are the best supports. I want all my money
Honestly,
on my
though.
supports.
I'm putting all my money on him.
They're my queens.
Cheeky Mastery, what is that? 5?
7. No, it's 7.
The one from Azir or from Maokai?
Oh, for no,
From
no.
Maokai popped Flash
see that
Mastery
one.
first. And he flashed like M5.
Honestly, chat.
Honestly though,
Because think about what he's saying.
is like I have less experience on this champ and I'm kicking your ass.
The little moments of League coming back. After every season they try and remove our toxicity.
It's like
we will not relent.
Yep, we will always be toxic.
What is the game without toxicity?
There is no game.
Just
Toxicity
loses.
is the end game.
Oh, beautiful Maokai ult, by the way.
Yeah.
I just love to see that.
Good as your ult. Got the Maokai, shut him down. Also shut down Kindred, got her stunned, but Aatrox is going to come in. Azir's going to push everyone, and the Saber's going to clean up.
And yeah, we called it, man. The Sivir, as soon as she gets to hit any of you, all of you are dead.
Yeah, she's just,
Especially if you're that clumped. I mean, we were fighting in a corner the space of 2 champions.
yeah, it's, what can you do?
Would have been worse if they had a Seraphine.
Oh. No.
Actually, I have an interesting... Well, what happens if a Seraphine and Renata ult overlap?
I feel like it would be whatever hits first. Or, well, it would depend on what hits first, I feel like. Because, like, if Renata ult hits first and they're all berserked, and then they all get charmed, like, they stop fighting each other. But if they're all charmed and then get hit
And
by
then,
the
yeah,
berserk,
Okay, so it's just whatever hits last.
I guess so.
Maintain it. Or I guess the best combo really is just charm, wait for charm, berserk, right?
Yeah, that'd probably be the best, because the charm gets them on close to each other. I'm still like,
And
I'm
the Karma is still chipping away, but
Yep.
she's really, I mean,
playing really far up.
Never
questionably positioned.
Yeah.
And this big boy Aatrox is coming back, does not salvage. And really, I mean, this is a, with that Kindred ult, this is a really popular.
Yeah, this seems really rough.
Consider
Yep. And
9 and 1
that's an ace.
Sivir. Oh. Wait, I What time? Yep. They might be able to end.
Yeah, they might. I think
I'm
they can
actually
end.
pretty sure with that wave they can end.
Yeah.
Because they have
With
4 and the Azir's backing for some reason. But, like, I really do think they
6 grubs.
oh, yeah. That's the main thing. Oh, he's back because he has TP.
Oh my God, the
Oh,
toxicity.
that's so annoying.
They're gonna end.
And it's really sadly, I mean, yeah, because Rakan is going to defend this. And then Maokai ult to pin them in base.
God,
I am incised.
that match. Oh, they couldn't learn from their mistakes in the first match. They just
Kind of, I think they tried to make draft changes that would
Yeah.
address some of those mistakes, but there were maybe some fundamental elements
there
behind
was some
the gameplay
there were
itself
gameplay
that was,
changes.
yeah.
They weren't able to adapt, especially when Aatrox and Azir swapped.
Yeah.
They just didn't adapt to it. Like they probably should have swapped as soon as they saw that they had swapped.
Yeah, or at least on first backs. Like,
Yeah, like it
but,
hurts.
I mean, you get those, yeah.
Yep. UNC's now
0-3.
0-3.
That's tough. I don't think our
stream-
are we casting the table or
Welcome back, everybody.
welcome
to
back.
the table.
Get to see our lovely faces.
Woo! Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough game, and those were really, really sad to see how they lose, but they were kind of being steamrolled
Yeah.
most of the game.
They
They
did.
had slight opportunities. Like, there were slight imbalances across the map that if they had expanded, I think UNC would have had a better chance of flipping things into their
Into their favor.
but I don't think they had enough cross-map pressure to
Yeah.
really do that.
Yeah, they needed to go for objectives, but yeah, they couldn't. They just didn't have the pressure to do it. They didn't have the
Six grubs
support.
both games. I mean,
Yeah, like that's just
and I would love to see the stats on that because like 6 grubs has to be.
That's a
marker
lot of
Like,
damage.
yeah, but
or like
like instant
Yeah,
win
yeah,
markers. 'Cause
it's like-
remember how it used to be like
it was
one
Drake.
of the souls.
Yeah, if you had
that
a
gave you.
it was like any Drake soul.
Yeah,
it was like you had a 70% win rate if you had
Exactly.
them all. So yeah, I'm really curious what it is for all 6
grubs.
scrubs. I do feel like, as per usual, that's probably much higher in high elo play.
Yeah.
Low elo play, there's games where people will get all 6 grubs and then throw. It's a really sad elo that I'm in.
Hey,
I can't get out.
It's a really sad community. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. And also, I feel like what's really weird, and I feel like it's the case in every game, that if you took a low elo person and a high elo person and you had them fight each other, for whatever reason, it's kind of equal because the low elo person is so stupid and knows none of the strategies that the high elo person has no way to
confused.
counter.
Is genuinely confused. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, but
Either way, they were entertaining matches to say the
they were
least.
entertaining matches. I hope that UNC can learn from this and
Yep.
grow in the future because I would love to comment on
Hopefully.
some wins.
Please.
But yeah, regardless, I
Yeah.
think we will see you next time.
Yeah,
Thank
it
you
should
for
be
joining
next
us
Saturday,
here
I would think.
at the UNC Esports Lab.
All right.
All
Have a
right.
good night, everybody.